Kawasaki, oh man, that was a really, really fun area. Love the ward members there. Kawasaki's a very famous brand. I see it, I know it mostly because my dad loves to go surfing and stuff like that, and he loves going on jet skis and wave runners. So Kawasaki is a very, popular brand for wave runner, and I know they do a lot of other things as well. And that's, I think that's made in Japan, or at least based somehow in Kawasaki. I don't know specifically, but they have that brand there. The missionaries are actually off in a small town close to the city Kawasaki, but that one is in the area, and it's a very, very big city. They have a huge train station, and it goes off to tons of different areas. They have a temple there, like a Buddhist temple, close by that opens up once every 10 years or so. I got to go to that for one of my preparation days, and that was a really cool experience. There's just tons of, little things around Kawasaki. I think there's a chocolate factory, or it's not just chocolate. I know they make other things too. I think it was the Morinaga factory. If you go there, you'll see all these little candies or treats, usually chocolate is what I think of, in all the Japanese stores, and I think they have the factory close there. I think this may apply to Japan, overall, but Japanese food is generally more expensive than it is in America, except other things which it's still expensive in Japan, but if you compare it to America, it's still cheaper, like sushi. That one actually is cheaper because there's so many different places that do it, or, real Japanese ramen is, fairly cheap. But usually when you go there, if you're going to eat out, you can expect to spend anywhere between the equivalent of $7 to $20 on an average meal. When you go and eat out, $7 would be very, very cheap. You usually spend around, between $10 and $12 on average, and if you eat a little bit nicer, then it can go a little bit above that. Fruit is very expensive in Japan compared to normal, which I didn't like because I love snacking on fruits. But if you go to some areas like Kofu, which is, really, really far out area, oftentimes the members will give you lots of food, specifically fruit, which is great because they'll give tons of it to you. But then other things that are kind of weird with that, there's the milk. The milk is different than, American milk. It tastes funny. Some missionaries don't mind it at all. It doesn't really affect them. Other missionaries, they can't drink any of it. And for the majority of them, it just tastes weird. I think it's because it's processed differently. And for most Japanese people that go to the MTC as well, our milk is weird to them. Anyways, most of the time you're going to be walking, biking, or taking the train, or maybe the bus. You don't drive in any areas unless you're in Kichijoji in the mission home, specifically. So expect to do a lot of walking, a lot of biking, and specifically in Kawasaki, it starts to get over towards Yokohama area where there's tons and tons of hills. So you're gonna gain a lot of leg muscle. They have a really, really good Eikaiwa program there. The ward members are fantastic. And actually one of Elder Aoyagi, I guess he's emeritus 70 now, but when I was there, he was one of the 70. And he's there in that ward too. He's so cool. But one of the ward members, she kind of runs the Eikaiwa. She's the Eikaiwa coordinator there. And The missionaries get to know her really, really well. Just, the members there are phenomenal.